if they play it right. So Corey's looking for an inbound. He's got 10 seconds to do it. Josh Wheeler's kind of pinned in. So Corey tried to pass it to not allowed. Corey Cats set up in the key defense. Finds Brian Kirkland. So an early turnover here in the first quarter gives us a score of 2-1. Oh, the pass is deep for Lee Fredette. He's unable to catch it. The pressure, stuck in the corner. Lee Fredette opts to call a timeout. So early here in the first. Of court. I believe it should be 3-1. It's 3-1. James Gumbert's over there chatting with the ref on the table just to make sure the score's right. He's looking for Corey, finds him. Corey's able to squeak in with 11 seconds left on the shot clock. With the lead and the ball. Alex sees Ray. Down the pin down Corey. So now you've got Josh Wheeler working to get the ball in. UofA is forced to inbound it. Wheeler's going to help out Lee. Lee's looking to pass it. And, oh my goodness. Forced to try to dump it off to Josh Wheeler. Early in the game, 5-2, Texas with the lead. And already you're seeing some activity over on the UofA bench, trying to find a solution. So ball by Baker. And Brian Kirkland inbounds to Ray Henniger. Ray also a silver medalist. So big hit there as Alex ends up on the floor. Gumbert is frustrated with Lee Fredette here, catching the ball. So a fresh 40 seconds on the shot clock, and Texas will have a one-man advantage, 4-on-3, until they score. So great early start here for Texas. As UofA has a really talented squad and a very deep bench. Probably expected to be one of the top three teams, if not one of the top two teams in the nation this year. So they've got Corey doubled. Lee Fredette's going to inbound. And Texas is going to try to run a D9 defense. So they're going to try to keep Wheeler from getting the ball. And when he does get it, they're going to try to keep him pinned. But to buy him some space and get him down the court. So early on, it looks like Texas is really focusing on taking number 2, Corey Kubra, out of the game. Ooh. Ryan inbounds it to really reach to get that ball. And feeling pressure from both Lee Fredette and Corey, Texas uses the timeout. As they had a bit of floor timeouts that can be called during the course of play to prevent a turnover, and each bench has 2 timeouts between the whistles. So whenever there's a score or sideline inbound. Looks like the Texas squad is discussing strategy and tactics, just like U of A. U of A is going to set up coming out, so you've got Josh Wheeler, Chuck Melton, Corey, and Chris Fleece, 0.5. So Ray Henniger is able to patiently wait for the play to develop and find space on the far side of the key. Deep inbound by Chuck Melton. Melton already making a difference on the court. So ball goes into Ray. Ray's able to fleece out, and consequently Corey is going to get double teamed. Ideally, it's a give and go, which is fleece to Wheeler. And Wheeler's probably going to find a good pass to Chuck Melton if needed. But opts to dish it off to Corey instead. 8-6. Quarter. A lot of reaching going on. Great pass by Alex to Ray, which makes it 9-6. 4 minutes. UofA to get back in this game. Long Texas defense. Overtime win yesterday against Canada. And early victory. Ability Ranch. One of the really good games we've seen so far this weekend at the 3rd annual Texas Hold'em tournament hosted by the Texas Stampede in Las Vegas. Should be able to view all the games, but I'd recommend Stampede. Okay, so penalty for U of A. push through to avoid a hit from Corey. Picked out in the backcourt. So a little patience and communication. Texas's defense is Felice is forced to. So Texas wants to position themselves in front of the ball and not allow the ball to come into any of their handlers. But it looks like both. So ball goes into Chuck. Chuck unloads it to Corey. Corey's feeling pressure